cleans my kitchen. And la prima cosa, the first thing that we need to do is to put on the fadale. And I have a beautiful fadale. It is a beautiful tree because we are the branches and we are all beautiful colors. And God loves us just the same. I have this amazing deliciousness to share to you. It is my pineapple relish that I'm going to show you how to make. And I am going to have it with this wonderful, delicious swordfish. And I'm also going to utilizing some sweet potato rounds. So what I like to tell you is to always, if you just bought the swordfish and it's fresh, obviously you don't have to put it at room temperature. But if you have it in the refrigerator, make sure that you take it out of the refrigerator and leave it out for 15 minutes, just 15 minutes until it gets to room temperature. So that way when it's time for us to put it in our, I'm going to be utilizing a cast iron skillet with ridges, like this little ridges right here. That's what I'm going to be utilizing for this entire amazing deliciousness. So make sure that you leave it out for 15 minutes. Also, what I want to bring your attention to is that I have taken some spinach and I have just put it on my plate because this is where I'm going to put my fish on top. And then what I have done is, if you want to keep your spinach fresh as you're cooking this, you can take a paper towel and just spray it with water and just put it over your spinach, and it'll keep your spinach nice and moist and nice and plump. So that's what I have here as I'm going to be showing you how to make this dish. Also, what I have done to also cut on time, and this is what you can do as well for your busy moms, is that you can take your sweet potatoes. I do not take, and these are all organic sweet potatoes. Everything I'm utilizing is organic. And then I slice them. And then what I do is I put them in a little steamer and I just steam them for 3 minutes in the microwave oven. And then in the middle of the 3 minutes, like a minute and a half, I rotate it. And then I put it back. So it's a total of 3 minutes. So now these are ready. And they'll be finishing them up all in this cast iron skillet. So that's what I have here, and I'm utilizing the wonderful orange ones as well as the purple ones. They're just delicious, guys, delicious. All right, and then I'm going to give you the ingredients for my pineapple relish. What I have here is I have sliced a small organic pineapple. I have 1 red and 1 orange diced pepper in here, 1 orange and one red and 1 orange. I also have a small diced onion. And then what I have here is when you get your cilantro, take half of that and chop that up, half of the cilantro bush. Well, I call it bush, you know how it comes from the store. And I also use the stems as well. Also, I have a 1/4 cup of rice vinegar, an 1/8 cup of soy sauce, a 1/3 cup of hot sauce, a 1/2 cup of sugar, the juice of 1 lime, and I have here crushed red pepper. If you don't have crushed red pepper, ground a pepper paste will do as well. And I also have the juice of 1 lime. So I'm going to repeat this one more time. Small pineapple cut up, diced, an orange and red pepper diced, a small white onion diced, a 1/2 of the bush of the cilantro that you get at the store chopped. I have here a 1/4 cup of rice vinegar, 1/8 cup of soy sauce, a 1/3 cup of hot sauce, a 1/2 cup of sugar, and juice of a lime and crushed red pepper. If you don't have that, pepper paste will do. All right, so what I want to do is I want to start my cast iron skillet, and I want to put that at about medium high for now while it gets hot. In the meantime, what I want to do is I just want to go ahead and just lightly salt my wonderful swordfish. And swordfish, it's a wonderful fish. It's nice and it's just solid, and when you do it in a cast iron skillet, it's so delicious, guys. And just a little bit of more salt in this. I'm not going to add a lot of seasoning in this because I am going to be utilizing my beautiful pineapple relish to go on top of all of that, and wait till I show you how I do this. Alright, so now I'm going to take my salt and I am done with that. I'm just waiting for my cast iron skillet to get to where I want it to get. In the meantime, get yourself a nice bowl like so we can start getting organized and we can start rocking and rolling. And what I want to do is I want to hear a sizzle. And the sizzle is not there yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my potatoes, and I'm just going to grab all of my potatoes. I'm going to put them all in the same plate because you know they're all going to be cooking together, all of these guys. And it's not going to hurt anything if the fish touches the potatoes. It's just not going to do anything like that. It's just going to give it more flavor, in my opinion. But it's not going to taste like fish. So this is what I have right now as this is heating up. And I think I am going to try it with one potato. Oh yes, it's almost there. It's just taking a few more minutes. Okay, in the meantime, while this is heating up, I am going to go ahead and take my pineapple and just put it in a big bowl like so, because I'm going to show you how we're going to do the relish while all of this is rocking and rolling over here. Then I'm going to take my wonderful peppers, my orange and red. It is such a very pretty, very pretty dish, guys. And the relish will last in a nice tight seal container up to 1 week. And if you buy organic, it'll even last you even a little bit longer. I'm done with that. All right, so now I'm going to lower my temperature here, and I am going to put my fish right on there. And what you do is you take the olive oil with a little bit of brush, and you brush so nothing sticks, guys. Nothing sticks. I'm going to grab my other one and just add it like that. And once it gets there, do not touch it. I'm going to go ahead and add my potatoes to that as well. I mean, it all comes together all at the same time almost, guys. And it's just like I said, it's very healthy. And if you are a diabetic, sweet potatoes, you do the research, you may be able to have it depending on, it doesn't really spike your blood sugar. So I'm just going to, as that is doing its thing, and I'm not going to touch them because right now I got some of my sweet potatoes and also my other potatoes and my wonderful swordfish that's in there. In the meantime, while that is doing that, I am going to continue to make my relish, make this beautiful relish. And I tell you, the more it sits, the better it is. You know, and this relish may be used for seafood. It may be used for chicken. There's a many uses to this relish. And it makes quite a bit, as you can see. And let me tell you, I am going to be utilizing this relish because it is amazingly delicious. I know, I am staying with that amazing word. I like that word. And as you can see, this is smoking nicely, so I'm just going to start working with this. Now I'm going to add the sugar. I know it's quite a bit of sugar, but it's only a half a cup to all of this. It's what's going to give the sweetness to this wonderful deliciousness. Here comes the soy sauce. If not, you can use amino acids, guys. And then right here, I have my wonderful rice vinegar that's going to go in here. That's going to give it that tart flavor. And then I'm going to use my lime. Also, it's going to be in here as well. Juiced a wild entire lime. And then, yes, the hot sauce. Oh, you got to have some spice. You got to have some spice. Life is too short. We have to try different things. It's okay. It's not going to hurt us. If anything, it's going to give more flavor. And, you know, and I like a nice kick. And you know, what I have here, it's about maybe 1 to 2 teaspoons. And I'm just going to do it like that for right now. I'm going to come in here now and get my wonderful swordfish and flip it over, because now it's looking that way. My potatoes, I'm going to do the same thing with my potatoes. They're starting to get that beautiful little, you know, that little charred little color, you know, that we all love. You know what I'm talking about is I'm talking about this right here. Let me show you. Oh, if I can get it without breaking it. Oh, there it goes. You see that? So it continue to have its own thing. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. And I have it about a medium to medium high. It, you know, it's how you feel comfortable. But make sure that you use your brush so nothing sticks, guys. Nothing sticks. When you have a very well oiled cast iron, well, they call it seasoning. When you have it very well seasoning, it just does its thing. All right, so while that is doing that, I'm going to come over here with my other big spoon here. Let me get this over here. And then I want to just utilize my spoons, and this is what we're doing. Look at this beautiful relish. Look at this beautiful relish right before your eyes. And I'm telling you, if you guys use organic, if you guys use fresh, it really makes the entire difference. And although this does have a half a cup of sugar, and I'm using Casper sugar, is not too bad, because you're not going to eat the whole thing. It's all about moderation. It's all about moderation. And you have all these wonderful vitamins full of antioxidants. And also you have this wonderfulness. Look at this. Look at this. Let me show it to you. Let me show it to you. You see, guys, this is this beautiful relish. You see how beautiful that is? And that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing over here. All right, so now what I want to do is I am mixing this up, and this is doing its thing over there, because everybody's working together, and you can get all of this done in less than a half an hour. Yes, you can have dinner in less than a half an hour. What I want to do over here is I want to go ahead and taste this. Oh my God. It doesn't need anything else. It's got the kick that I want. I'm going to put that to the side. Wow, that's got a kick. I'm going to bring my other plate over here. So as you can see, 1 teaspoon of the red pepper flakes, and then when you're using a 1/3 cup of hot sauce, that gives the kick. The kick that is necessary for this. It's got a kick. All right, so now I'm going to move my fish around, see if I can get the other. Oh yes, my potatoes are getting, you know, and I know that we all look for those kind of grill marks, you know, those special grill marks, and just kind of moving it around, it's going to give me that, and I'm hoping it's going to give me that. You know, the perfect line police is not here because I fired it. Yes, I fired them. And you know, if you gotta be perfect, if you gotta be perfect, oh my gosh, I don't want to be perfect. I am not perfect. You know what? I am imperfectly perfect. Gotta have fun, guys. You gotta laugh. You gotta laugh. This little guy did not want to come in here, but he is. So yes, oh, it's doing it. It's doing this, you know, the little, I love when that happens. I really do. You know, sometimes I feel like, you know, like Julia's child, you know, when she would make these, you know, these dishes, and you know, and sometimes it worked and sometimes it didn't work. I mean, I've done this so many times. And see how nice the little grill marks? Let me show you the little grill marks. Look how cute that little grill mark. It gives me an N for, I don't know, I can't come up with a name right now. So it's almost there, it's almost there. Oh yes, and now I am getting those perfect grill marks from my wonderful, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it right here because guys, it's done. That's how quickly this went. Oh yes. Well, let me just do it on the one side over here. Because I like to stand that up, you know, I do, because I like to see these little marks. They're just so cute. And it gives me more room when I stand up to put my rest of my potatoes in here. Remember to always continuously to add, and we're using olive oil. We're using olive oil. If you don't want to use olive oil, you can use ghee, or you can use coconut oil if you don't want to use, you know, these. And as you can see, I'm not really doing much to the potatoes. I have not salted them. I have not done anything yet. So now I'm going to come in now, and I'm just going to add just a tiny little bit of salt on my potatoes. Just tiny bit of salt on my potatoes, just like that. Because, you know, we have this deliciousness. We don't want it to compete too much with that. All right, so now that my fish it's got these lines everywhere, and it's such a beautiful, beautiful fish. Oh yes, and now I'm just going to come in here, and I am going to add my wonderful little, oh yes, look at this. Look how beautiful that is. And you know, my brown potatoes, oh, they're looking so good. You know, they have their own personalities. You know, they have their own personalities. It's amazing how vegetables have their own personalities, their own flavors, their own taste. And when you steam them beforehand, guys, what it does, it cuts your cooking time in half. And then that way you can have this dish within a half an hour. Especially, you know, moms. And I used to be one of those moms, you know, when I was a single mom. And even when I worked, I wanted to have a really good meal for my family, and I'm going to be continuously to do these guys. And you know, and time was of the essence, and time was always of the essence. And this guy's done, and I'm just going to bring him right over here like so. And now as these guys are doing their thing, I am going to show you, let me turn this down so I don't burn these guys, because I'm going to finish these later. Now what I want to do is I want to come over here with my wonderful, oh yes, with my wonderful, yes, oh, this amazing deliciousness. And you know, and I'm going to be, you know, I'm not going to be stingy. I'm going to add it on there, just add it on there, just like that. Because this is almost going to be also the salad dressing, because it's got all this juice. You see this beautiful juice? And actually you can take some of that juice and just kind of put it around like that, and it's got a nice spice, and it's okay to kind of go over a little bit with to the potatoes as well. And then what you have here, guys, is, let me bring it to you, is this marvelous swordfish with pineapple relish and sweet potato rounds on a bed of spinach. Look at this. Are you hungry yet? Look at this. In less than a half an hour, guys, and swordfish cooks. It cooks quickly, as long as it's just like any fish. It is important that you take it out of your refrigerator. 15 minutes, you're going to cook it, and that way you'll be able to have this amazing deliciousness. Okay, that's all I have for you today, guys. I want to thank you so much for joining me, and hello, you beautiful, beautiful people there. I want to thank my friend Dario Rodriguez with Life and Food Superstores in Ellenton, Florida. I want to thank my wonderful friend Stephen Billy with Billy Fishing and Charters. I want to thank Solange just for my nails. I have nails and I love them, and this is with Color Street. And I also want to thank my beautiful friend Cola Harris. These are my beautiful sponsors with FARMASI that keeps my skin glowing. So not only are we glowing from the inside, we're glowing from the inside, having this deliciousness, Be kind and gentle to yourself. Take care of yourself. Eat well, guys. And look at this mangiare. Don't you want some of this? Oh,